watch your mouth.
Yeah. Not a Christian server this time.
Right,
so
why isn't it a Christian server?
Why Mum and Dad fighting?
I am your daddy. My daddy. Yeah, you literally just do playing and
just
continue
continue.
story.
Right,
We're just along for the ride.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
so
we are.
friggin' last time everyone grew old and Emma turned into a pro.
Wildermyth, you better
Oh, yeah.
respond. Oh god, I did the whole not responding thing in the top. Okay, it's fine.
Fucking hell, how old is Raphael? 74? Okay.
Ah!
He is an old man.
Like I say, he's starting to look like girls now. Cowardly romantic.
I guess I need to explain to anyone who watches this video what the hell happened since last time. Emma's a bird now.
Funny enough.
Well, she was already technically a bird in real life because she's a woman.
She's more of a bird. She is ascended to a true form. It's Luke's fault.
Yeah, blame me. And Eric and whatever her name is. Oh wait, that's your new adopted granddaughter, isn't it?
Omnia Mason.
Amula.
Oh yeah, mine and Ryan's daughter went into the void and somehow still had a daughter.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That was weird.
And then
Just
Chris made Eric Sean.
Oh, Sherry won't mind us playing this.
I don't think it matters anyways. How many characters do we have? We have 6. I guess I could take on the part of Chris. Unless someone else wants to play it. Actually, Ryan should take Eric Sean because I usually have control over Omnia, don't I? So.
Do I need to assign characters to you then?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can do that. Or you could just leave it open to anyone. Let me see.
Yeah, we can select our characters on left anyway, so it's not too worrying. Like in Battle, we just pick our characters.
Yeah, well, we know who owns which character usually. So.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, Chris dies horribly.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Oh no, Chris, what happened? Just pulls out his sword and stabs him.
Chris has got plenty of kick left in him. Nudge, nudge.
Well, so we could have 2 groups of 3, so one group of 3 can do a bit of scouting, and then the other group of 3 can do a bit of scouting, instead of all 6 in one group.
True, I just remember we're all split up.
Look at one of the other objectives is find some Smith trunks. You could find someone's pair of trunks.
No, it's just a stronghold.
Find Jason Smith's swim trunks. That's the story we're going with. He wants to go to a leisure centre.
Cortez is 71.
Yeah! Well, it says to me retirement age was what again? 78?
Yeah, so he'll retire
life.
after this chapter then.
Stats. Would I
He's
check
like-
aspects? No. Abilities, history.
His little subtitles definitely him, the snarky leader.
I called Hook Flirt, Hook Wild Heart, Hook Loyal. Yeah, I don't remember
No,
what
if
it
you
was.
click on stats, it's at the top.
Yeah, retirement age after this chapter. Retiring after chapter 6. Oh my god, I'm retiring this chapter. No, it's 69!
And Emma's retiring after this chapter. What's going on?
I'm 2 years
No one will
above
play.
my requirement age. And yeah, so last time we played, I didn't get past the previous chapter. We cleared like 2, didn't we? Just when we were at your house, we cleared like 2 chapters. And it was me and Chris, I think, that got more retirement age. Oh man.
It's mate.
Well,
Legislature is a space ranger.
before Cortez retires, he had to kill 30 monsters. So just one more.
Yeah. So we're dividing into 2 groups of 3 then?
You're in complete
If
control.
you get,
So
if you get, oh fucking hell, I keep getting her name wrong. We need to give her a new name.
Omnia.
Yeah, it's not very memorable.
Oh yeah, we just got her, didn't we? So Omnia? Like Aurelia,
Yeah.
basically. They could just call her
think you could
Aurelia. That would have worked better.
Oh, I could choose here who controls. So I might as well do this for you.
Mason.
I'll call her Bonnie. There you go.
Bonnie Mason.
That's easy to remember.
Yeah, it's got a better name.
She does kind of look like the Bonnie from the Walking Dead Telltale games, like from the 400 Days DLC.
Or Bonnie from Toy Story if she's older.
Oh, yeah.
T-O-Y. Toy. Right, so Eric, Raphaeus and Emma are for some reason together, so that's suspicious.
I don't remember. They just had an event, didn't they, to separate them? They had, like... they had some sort of moment.
Was it because we had just finished the chapter?
We finished the chapter just last time, I think. Oh, yeah, we just finished the chapter last time, like, as Winter Day 1, so... I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like where we are is just where we were after the previous chapter ended.
Yeah.
Something Cortez.
Let's move out team.
Oh, the others aren't moving. Oh, I know Omnia's moving.
What happens if they get in a fight and say Morse isn't in the fight? Then does he spectate or what happens?
No, I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
it depends on the situation, really. Sometimes, like, if there's an insurgence on a town and all characters are on that tile, all of them will actually be in the fight, which is quite handy.
Oh, yeah, true.
I don't know about if you initiate a fight. I would assume maybe.
Yeah, maybe it works like if you're in proximity to that area, then they'll join in.
Like, maybe it's something that, like, if 5 of us were in a fight, everyone had to flee, but someone else on that tile wasn't in the fight, then they'd join. So, like, if all of us on a tile, one of us had to run from a fight, the 6th person would join.
Mm-hmm. Attack! Oh, he's doing Sean's voice.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Chris was
God.
doing it last time. What voice did he have? Sort of like a posh sort of voice. Or like generic
So basically
guy.
Might get some more wood for the fire. How about that?
Yeah, it's kind of it. You're going
Might
to,
get some more wood for the fire.
You're gonna
Fire,
be-
we all can be.
You're going to be up longer. Monty's already turning in.
Whoops.
Drop my phone. Great.
Oh wait, I have to.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll read along with you. So
Okay.
Luke's the leader.
Good. Or on the turn over Nasha. Over Nasha. Good, he deserves the rest.
We all do.
Sad.
Anyway, want company?
Don't feel
Oh.
lost. The fire and I have plenty to discuss.
About
Yeah,
how to
it's-
kill
it's-
things.
Bye. Rattle clunk.
More wood.
Oh, thanks.
Not the only type of wood you hear. Wait,
The fire wriggles through the fresh wood, happy as a mud dog. As Chris turned to charcoal. Eric's eyes grow tired. He begins to see things. Flickering up at Draggy, flickering from Demernol Audrey.
I thought he was gonna like lean forward and face plant the fire. Just start screaming.
Chris is dying. Yeah. Well, what does it say? Well, I suppose I'm mainly voicing them, so should I?
I mean,
yeah, you pick.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
pick whatever you want.
We could always just go with, like, what would Chris do? He'd probably just pick him up Aggie, to be honest.
Daydreams of Gma.
He'd just take like
Watches.
20 minutes to decide. He's just on his phone.
Yeah. In Demernol Audrey, there lives a young man who had the makings of an age. He'd been coaxing. Is that coaxing or coaxing?
Coaxing.
Focusing.
Coaxing out his own mystical gifts for years. He pushed and pulled energy from the rocks in the woods nearby. His friends and elders hadn't seen such tricks before. If tricks they were, the young man was a welcome curiosity. And as his skills grew, so did expectations.
So they did.
And
What is
fellow Dimonol Audrey wears more than a wooden beard around his neck. It fits you well.
But when Mothagi feet came stomping and scraping,
I'm gonna poke him.
Fucking do it every last one.
That was my dad.
Eric says off the story's unpleasant end. The next day brings bitter anticipation.
Looks like they made a stand outside Diminol Audrey proper.
Hope it bought some time for folks to get away.
Oh yeah, we saw this before. I remember that.
No petty piece of loot here. This should either be worn or buried. The necklace is sturdy, but Eric carries it like a broken winged bird.
Loot, you say? Find something? Oh yeah, +5 armor.
Oh my god, 3 of us armored.
Oh my god, the OG's a god!
No!
Oh, they're old!
I thought original guy's just god!
They're old, man.
I know,
They're
but
cycle life.
still!
One of them will have to do a dom at the end of the chapter and like sacrifice themselves.
Yeah. Revives, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, we're gonna be able to do that. It must become a pretty good tank at this point.
Yeah.
Well, if you let them die, you can do that. And there are some like story elements where you can do that, but I'm not spoiling nothing.
I think... Don't we really have a Cortez in the next year? Although that would be in Wires, and your PC had its whole brain file one day, so you won't have a Cortez anymore.
Right.
But we can have an older Cortez.
Cortez II.
Yes.
I'm trying to think who makes most sense to have this at the moment.
Probably Monty or Barney.
Yeah,
Give it to
Sean.
Monty.
Yeah. Sean will probably want to stay back anyway, so he'll not be in the heat.
Yeah.
Whereas I do magic and I'm a fucking rogue at the same time. So it's great. It tastes great.
Oh yeah, because it's like a whole sort of... Have a ton of shit, like have a ton of armor now, Chris is made just like a tank.
Yeah.
Did I do that? No.
Still fire... Walks? I could use the walks actually, though. Still fire, little bucket. That was
Kill the
Splinter
wardrobe
Blast.
saints.
Can I? Oh, that's what the interviews were with. Let's do that.
Hicker's ass.
Vine Wench, him. I have to move him over there. I want to move him backwards and out of the enemy.
Oh, well, you killed him, so it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, but I want to push me to the other guy and just kill him.
Dude, fuck.
Go over there. Both somehow hit him at the same time.
Shit, there's another enemy.
Where?
Yeah. Suppose we need to be careful with us being mages.
But there's nothing here.
Well, there's a door over here, so we're probably gonna find something big in here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, you just open it, it's like fucking Berserker from Gears of War. You can't be kidding me.
Get the tank from Left 4 Dead 2.
That can't be that bad, right?
Oh dear god, yeah it can.
Retreat!
Fall back! Hide behind the rocks, they're good cover apparently.
I have to withdraw something. There's nothing I can do about that. What else can I fuse with?
Oh yeah, I could do that actually. Oh fuck you.
But do we just have the same brain? Or were you trying to wild grasp?
I was pinning him so he can't move.
I thought maybe you were both like instantly set him on fire.
For the pin and the win.
He's looking at it.
Get him.
I don't think I want to draw in yet. Oh, okay.
I got it.
Shit. Here we go again. I want them to burn.
Ooh.
Yeah! Butler has died.
Get over here. That's got pretty good range.
Eric, no! A
Oh,
coachman?
Coach. Oh god.
Wait, it's just coach.
Yeah, this is pretty dangerous for her. 2 mage in a row.
I am so tempted to walk up to that watchman and just poke him.
You should probably get Cortez to fall back.
And I want to hit him with my stick!
I can interfuse with multiple things, can I?
Yeah, if you have certain skills, you can do more.
Nice.
I'll just wait. I can use Discus next turn to do some major damage.
Yeah, you're saying Discus is pretty OP, isn't it?
Oh, it's still overpowered, like, it's crazy. That's why I'm a little bit sad I still haven't gotten the thing that gives us army yet. Maybe they removed that. Because walks are OP. Oh my god.
Jeez. He just freaking rugby tackled me.
Yeah, here's my idea of... Oh, I can't even use Discus on the coachman anymore because he's out of range.
But, oh, it's only up to 4 range.
No, this is because I think it has to be in my line of sight.
I can
Like,
use
can
it
you
there.
hit him? Oh, never mind.
Oh, shit.
No, I need you to do that anyway, because it makes it able that I can flank him.
Fire. Oh god, Eric, no. Ah!
Oh, shit.
Eric, no! Oh, he's fine. He lived.
Just about.
Now he must die. And now Cortez is left to his devices.
Maybe that'll help.
Hopefully.
I have a bucket sword.
And that's right, you're like a complete spell sword now. Like a spell sword archer. Well, Cortez, it was nice knowing. I lived!
Nice knowing you, mate.
He still lives! Yeah! I was literally waiting to just click Cortez takes him down with him. Like, it's been an honor to know you. Bonus damage, just in general?
Knee pads?
Yeah.
Oh, add damage added to physical attack, also factor in some other abilities. It's mostly physical.
Yeah, I guess I can only go to Bonnie or Monty.
Monty!
And then first step. Oh yeah, speed. Maximum tiles. That's for whoever's going to move the most. Also the crit. Oh, it's the crit. Oh, it's my crit. I found it.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Good job, pal.
Aww. He's going to retire as well.
No.
What do you even call him? Harry
Monty is
Temper.
a rogue, so he can probably benefit from it most.
Yeah. Move more, shoot, and get as much distance. Monty can just run straight to a spirit if need be.
Yeah.
The game has crashed. Please send your logs via F11 or contact us via Discord.
What?
What?
Did it actually crash?
I think Luke's crashed. Nope.
Oh,
it's still continuing. Wildermyth?
Was it just crashed for you?
No, it said on my screen the game has crashed, but I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Wildermyth
maybe it
lied
lied
to me.
to us.
That's the thumbnail. I should have actually taken that as a thumbnail picture. The game has crashed.
Well, if you're still able to do things, then hopefully you'll be alright.
It's all a work team.
GG. Oh yeah, you have to.
GG. Good luck on loot.
Ooh.
Boarding. Well, Sean.
Oh.
It's no other option.
Yeah, suits him.
It can only be him. It can only be one.
Right, so we got Rathias, Emma, and Bob.
Do some girls scouting.
On the farthest outside up Blackika?
Blackisa?
Hope I'm pronouncing that.
Blackisa?
Yeah.
I'll just do one last sweep over the ridge there and call it good solo. I think we've just seen about everything there is to see in this area, so there.
Oh yeah, read.
Halt! Who goes there? Who goes there? I'm armed. Show yourself.
Show your penis. Ah!
Ah!
Oh my god, he's so handsome. Oh yeah, this is the thumbnail.
Great job.
Bling.
When you find out who's been eating the snacks in the fridge. It was me.
What the blazes?
What the blazes?
Well, I suppose it's still your character, so you probably say.
What's that face on the
funny.
mic?
Stop it.
That's not funny, stop it. Who am I?
Who are you? What are you?
Oh my word, look how angry he
I'm
is.
the ladies' man.
Yeah.
I'm Matthias.
But I'm Matthias?
I'm Matthias Lefeur. A full side.
No, I'm Matthias for full side. You're some sort of changeling.
I remember my childhood. I broke my leg when I was 7. It was an okay life. I had a snow blue blanket.
But that was my blue blanket? How could you know about that? What are you doing here?
I was on patrol, just doing one last sweep. I was about to call it good.
Oh, you know what? This would be perfect if this was Cortez, wouldn't it? Because it's like, you're me.
You're me.
You have my memories, you know, my thoughts. It's like there are two of me.
If you're really me, then maybe we talk about this.
This guy on the left. This guy on the left is going to say, yeah, time to get into some action.
It's so smug. Okay.
Okay then, requires a full side. Let's take this nice and easy, huh? See, I'm putting my weapons away.
Your weapons, but those are my weapons. How'd you get my weapons?
Oh yeah, sorry.
There are weapons, I suppose. You are me, or I'm you. Maybe both. We don't just look the same, we have the same memories. I remember the same childhood, breaking my leg, the blue blanket.
I knew
I
an
don't know.
old soldier once. Crazy with a wooden leg. What was his name?
Tyra? Yeah.
Huh.
Ha! Her,
Yeah?
her name was yeah. Nice try, but I don't think you could trick me.
I try another one.
You have my memories. You know my father's like the R2 of me. Ah!
Oh wait, oh
Wait,
no,
what?
you did this.
I need you to destroy it.
Okay, this is trippy.
I like to smirk though.
Really? That was just amazing.
Okay, with fire's a full sign. Let's be friends. Maybe more.
My thoughts exactly.
I guess that shouldn't surprise me. Are we gonna get a second of fire that's gonna retire at the end of the chapter?
Oh no.
So, now that there's two of us, what are we going to do about it?
I don't know. I'm not sure we can both go back to the others and cheat on Cortez, what?
Good point. That might be a little bit confusing.
To say the least.
You know what I have secretly always wanted to do?
Double team Cortez, what? Of course I do. Go back to Foresight and see if a will take me back. He always was the one that got away. Excuse me? But I can't leave the company I'm in here. Ah, okay.
But with two of us, one of us could stay with the group.
While the other can take that second chance survival.
It's perfect.
Except if one of us is cheating on Cortez.
Who does
Oh my
which?
Draw loss.
Oh wait, he's doing Bondi's place.
Well, she's
Ah,
our
Bonnie's-
granddaughter. So.
Yeah, I think I voiced her. There you are, Fires. We were getting worried.
Yeah, we thought you might have gotten lost.
Look at that shitty face. I love it.
No,
Oh,
just-
Oh
Very-
shit, which of us is it?
I think you can say
Oh, no.
I found myself.
Oh no, yeah, this is gonna be trippy. Who's the real Matthias? Ah yeah.
Well, we will never know.
I would assume it's a doppelganger that went. Because it was doppelganger brought up.
It's just like the main boss of the game.
I mean, the doppelganger would just be assumed dead in his reality. I don't think Ryan would leave me. Would he?
No.
Yeah. We'll say it's a doppelganger. Canonically, it's a doppelganger.
Yeah, it's the canon ending, you know.
Exactly. And then Cortez looked at the owl. I was like, oh my god, he's so hot.
Monty has eyes for a new lover.
Wait, what?
What's going on?
Monty doesn't have
Is
a
Monty
lover.
in a relationship?
No.
He wasn't before, was he?
No, the last time Monty had any sort of romantic feelings with our granddad, but he never went with her.
Oh man, meet Vexton. Name is Vex, actually.
He takes care of sick fawns.
I love animals.
Charming.
That's not a good look.
Angry crow.
Yeah. I love animals looking at a bird. Oh my god, I love them.
He has a journey to go on, so I offered to go with him. Yeah, so here's what it is. So it is.
My father was captured by roaming Droven. Oh.
Fuck him.
Just kidding. Well, that's what we do, Vex. Let me wake the company. The company?
The company of crows.
Oh,
Crow. It's not too many Droven. Oh.
It's a very angry crow. Still, it is some Droven, though.
And they have captured my whole family. I see like Avia. I guess I get it.
So we're gonna go then? Vexton says...
Name's just Vex, actually.
No one cares.
Sorry, you told me that, but...
Oh.
You start kissing.
Something's weird with that guy.
Well, coming from her?
Yeah,
the guy the girl that has the crow head?
Yeah, true. Hold up, at least take me along. I won't get in the way. Oh, that's even better, both of you. Oh, but I just remembered we can't go tonight because of reasons.
Look at that horrified face.
Why is it a Monty choice? It was not Monty speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Bonnie's gone.
ditch the group.
I think Monty had like one romantic moment with Bonnie, but that was literally it. It was just that.
Yeah. Was it not Monty and Matthias?
No. Matthias is with Cortez.
Yeah, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
And Emma's a rival of practically anyone who gets in her vicinity.
Where is...
What is
everyone
Sean's
there.
relationship?
He hasn't. Well, he's the newest member, so I don't think he really spoke.
Wait, who are we fighting? Oh yeah, Morgafly. Morgafly.
Oh, yeah, Monty.
Oh yeah, we don't want wardrobes in that. The story continues.
It's an awkward, quiet track. Many of the shortcuts Vex seems to know well are unfamiliar to him.
She's a bird, just fly.
You definitely ruined it.
Yeah. True. But think about it. It doesn't something feel off, like when I can hear my voice echo. Like when a preppy old mister suddenly peels off, or the silence of a place just deepens for no perceptible reason.
Because you made it weird. You did.
That's all it is.
We're
here.
I like that. I wish I would translate. Like, yeah, I know. It's been a point.
The thick line of forest rises before them, not clearly menacing, not even remarkable. Birds and squirrels and the things in between them make their sunset sounds. They got my brother in there. Let me go on a look. I know these woods. You come when I call. Whoosh. Follow Vex in the forest. I'm not letting him out of my sight. Or wait for Vex's signal.
It's
I trust him.
It's definitely a trap.
Poke around the ring.
Come on.
That's how I context.
So who do we trust here? Emma or Monty?
Emma is retiring at the end of the chapter.
Well,
Although it is Monty's story for a new lover. So I don't know. It's reasons for both.
your choke's Monty.
What?
I'm telling you, whatever you think will happen, you're going to be disappointed.
I just would like a fan, like just a blue screen. That's my fan. There you go.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't really caught up.
Disappointment isn't the worst thing. Better to chase something and not catch it than to spend your life stagnant and wondering.
Certainly an optimistic position. So that's what this is, I guess.
Yeah, if I thought about it that hard. Oh, there's something.
Oh. Hey, Monty, here's a wild theory. Monty stoops to pick up a small relic half buried in the room. Oh, great. What if this was all a ploy to get us to stand out here defenseless, and Vex was going to sell us to some dwarven slavers, and they've each got swords?
That's oddly specific.
The end, everyone died.
Well, episode retirement.
Warding, that goes to probably Sean.
Pretty much. It's magic armor, so
Eric Sean!
Chris has just become a pure magic tank at this stage. Yeah, it's just 3 of us, so I can control Bonnie, I guess.
3.
Bonnie.
All we're missing is a Clyde now.
Yeah. What is Bonnie's skill? Soak step.
Right, they're over there.
Yeah, well, on the left hand right of us. I think I remember this map layout. Yeah, I can say feign is a pincer attack, if I remember correctly.
Bitch.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
He's got a
move,
lot.
right?
He must have just barely been outside of range for attack, though, if he stopped right there.
Will I maybe step in to defend?
Well, I can retreat down to the south. I'll see if I can get the hunt. Nope.
I do have a healing spell. Do you want me to use that on your rep?
Oh,
Yeah, do it.
Blink.
Here, catch this.
Here, catch this!
Flag out.
Cover me. Oh yeah, kind of forgot about that.
Oh yeah, it's an interfuser. How about that? Oh my god, Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie!
Well, damn, Bonnie, they just came into the fray.
Exactly. I can have a hide this turn. This arms my best chance.
If I
just imagine Bonnie's mother coming back like, oh, daughter. She's like, where's my daughter? She died. You left her for dead.
She had a bit of an accident.
She tripped on a pebble.
Oh boy.
Oh dear God.
He might be terrified. Why is he running towards him?
I think it's just where he thought it was the safest. Plus he has 2 interfusers from those walks. Oh god, he is deadly right now.
Oh shit.
Oh god, Bonnie's dead.
Bonnie, run!
She's dead. The demon's gonna interfuse with a walk and use discus on her. I'm gonna die to my favorite spell in the game.
Could you not hide behind another rock or another object?
Well, discus will destroy the walk, so if he interferes with the one on the left, then I'm dead. And if he interferes with the one on the right, he could hit the walk on the left and still ricochet off to me. So, my choices are either try to kill a demon.
Or run.
Like he just made me... Oh yeah, could have... I'm worried about the guy at the top as well, though, because you saw his range.
Yeah, well, we've kind of drew their attention.
We do need to get with that demon.
Throw an axe at that one at the bottom.
Oh,
or
too late.
punch him in the face.
Yeah, he has to go.
And I can flank him.
Yeah, take that.
There we are. They were the biggest threat at the moment. The big guys we can at least outrange. but he can have angels.
It's just that gore lord left.
Is it? Oh, the other guys are dead? I thought he was still alive.
Oh wait, he's not hiding, is he?
Yeah, I need a haunt for still there. That's what he's the one I'm worried about, like the haunts. That's the most worrying one at the moment. I'm just gonna have Bonnie soak step.
Yeah, I think I have an idea.
Because the haunt will move. The haunt will move first, so he has to go towards Ryan or you, and the Gore Lord. Oh shit. God, Emma!
Oh great! Looks like she might take a bullet.
I got the haunt. Oh, not he dodged. Well, shit. Bonnie might be dead this time.
Oh no, I can't.
Hit him. Fucking punch him in the head.
The Gore Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't really focus too much on the haunt. The Gore has to go at some point. Because now the haunt has a choice to make. It can kill basically any of us, and it chose Bonnie.
Oh. No! Her left leg destroyed, her spirit thread there. Bonnie offers up a desperate request to the battle gods.
Yeah. Let's have a leg.
Now she has a peg leg.
But if I could just get a friendly shadow.
Oh.
That was a bad scream. She gets a... She'll retreat to the nearest town and rest, and when you see her next, she have a peg leg.
Oh, okay.
It also means if she dies again this chapter, she's probably dead.
A low mood fogs their otherwise cloudless return. At the last evening, a storm welcomes them back to Foggy Frog.
I suppose I'll never be happy.
It's pretty more. Don't tell me you're not over that vex cat.
How could I be? He took care of baby dear.
Really?
This guy's cute though.
Yeah.
It looks like young Cortez.
Well, he moves on quickly.
You don't think that's his wife, do you?
You're awful.
Yes, Monty is just canonically gay. That's cool.
Players.
I mean, Monty's been attracted to the guy in that chapter and the guy immediately afterwards. Monty's just canonically gay.
It's not possible.
I feel like Aid would probably be the best thing, especially for a rogue.
Yeah.
Look at his stuff. Right, so he's a rogue through shot, which is good. Well, that might be handy though, because he's quite up in people's faces. Yeah, fuck it.
Inspiration.
Let's see, where are those dickheads? Right, first things first. Get these three to meet there.
I think Bonnie has less for time and age as well from getting a peg leg. But it's pretty cool.
She's returned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're scouting this next area.
Yeah, may as well. I think that's all we have to do. Just get out, then we can eventually go to the main area.
Gleaming weird and golden, a strange stone outcropping captures Monty's eye.
Wait, is this the one where you name a walk?
I don't know. You think something's up there?
Didn't we check?
On the hill's summit, a shoulder. Nothing's waiting.
Okay, just do it over.
It's a decent view at least. Look, you can see the salt river. Then it begins. A thrumming. Grows louder. Rumble, rumble. And louder, until the stone underfoot chatters and shakes, scrumbles. It grows louder. Rawr, until it's a mighty growl, clamorous, thundering. And then it resolves. A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore, conning and crooning, warning them to run, promising to give chase.
The one you have hunted so long.
It looks like I was biting Monty's arm.
Nom 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 nom.
Though through woods and dreams, you have hunted so long for me, and for a brotherhood that should be yours. Do you know my name?
A name?
It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. They walked my myth over a green field and followed to the curves and corners of being they walked. Do you know my name?
No, how would I?
Is it Amanda Huggikiss?
Damn it, how did you know? A blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trails, and sealed with a name you only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name?
Matthias!
Wrong. It's like reading a fairy tale from your childhood only to realize how disturbing it is. Monty doesn't like knowing the name, but he's sure it's right. Yes, I am Lucius, your wolf god, and now you may take my oath, abandon your humanity, my boy, and be blessed as wolfkind.
Oh, we never saw this before, but this is the wolf transformation, I guess.
Oh, you could transform. Monty, let's go. Nothing about abandoning your humanity can be good. Nobody loves you, do they, all the time?
It's Monty's choice. Monty, do you want to be a fairy?
No, I don't want to be a fairy because I've got 2 weapons.
No.
Or do you lose a weapon for becoming a fairy?
Oh, well, no, whenever you transform, some transformations can take your arms, so I don't really want to risk it while I have the magic spellbook and the ranged weapon.
I think you just become a bipedal wolf.
Yeah,
well, I don't want to be a wolf. Monty's old. He doesn't need this shit.
That's true.
I don't know how Bonnie's input helps. Nobody loves you, do they?
Meanwhile, sticking up a peg leg. Changing great.
So, Emma or Bonnie?
Emma?
Emma?
I do like Bonnie's boss. Nobody loves you.
Nobody loves you, man.
Let's go. Sad face.
The speaking hill is left to bark at the sunset. +4 charisma.
And it works.
Yeah.
Shame she's going to retire it to shout, so she's never going to use it.
Friendly thunder levels.
Friendly Thunder sounds like a super chill multiplayer game.
Yeah. Friendly thunder coming through.
It's just everyone in Divinity playing the summoner and just zapping people. Zip.
Oh wait, oops, not too quick.
How do you?
Little nervous.
I left the oven on.
Shit.
Focusing on that, stay in the alert. You?
Of course I'm tense. Moments before a battle I get all squeezed up. Oh wait, I'm meant to be posh, aren't I? I just can't wait to get my hands on these murderous devils. Come on.
How's the story bit?
Which sounds more like Chris?
He'd probably just say you can't get to town and murderous devils. Like, Chris's choice is think roleplay, basically.
True, yeah.
I'm just happy I haven't been your man yet.
So am I, Cortez. I'd like to keep you around for a while.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, it's a shame you're retiring soon.
That's a shame, the old time probably after this conversation.
Yeah, it's nice knowing you, though.
Oh, there's only 3 of us here. Yeah!
Better than a one.
Well, at least 2 of us are at the point where we could say YOLO!
Okay.
Okay.
Does the lamp have to be lit to interfuse it?
Yes.
It's a bit of a shame, but it's all good. Wham!
Probably shouldn't have moved so close, but...
Oh, the enemy's open doors now.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that's a bit worrying.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh, snap. Oh, that's right. Raphaelis is like an insane trapper right now. Well, I want the hunt to go over there. Nah! You bastard.
Mm,
I think you get wild grasp, so you can click an enemy and it will drag them to the plant, which is kind of handy.
It's good
What's her-
because if Eric has more soul split, then that means he takes a lot less damage. So you interfuse with things that basically give you armor.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that. That's good to know then.
I think that's why they nerfed the walk armor, but gave them something else. It's just a solo tank and ability, which is quite good. Cannot complain.
No, rock armor's still in the game. You just have to be a Earth Scribe or whatever it's called.
Alright. It gives the interfusers a lot more stuff to do.
Oh shit.
Culture!
no.
Oh my god, you used wild grasp against me. Alright.
Oh shit, I have action points already.
Oh shit. I'm about to whoop his ass.
Ooh.
Oh, I do hit damage if an enemy moves into him. That's cool. I like that. Shame Cortez is dead.
He's not dead.
I'm gonna if his health drops, I'm sacrificing him. I am gonna admit that. Because there'd be no point in him having a peg and retirement immediately afterwards. Although, maybe, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Also, I'm debuffed. What am I debuffed with? Hobbled. Speed temporarily reduced. That's fine. And the Hunt's gonna stab me. Matthias!
Please don't kill me.
Whoa, that's kind of a cool attack.
Oh no, Matthias! It's just in Matthias' mind. He sees the shadow of his foe. He knows what's coming. He can lean a little to one side or the other, but it won't change much. Then he feels something, a heaviness in his hand. It has a name, Vigil Keeper. There's a story, maybe that it wants to tell. And only a silver of opportunity left to tell it.
What?
Vigil Keeper breaks. Matthias falls back. -2 health. This can't be in Matthias falls back. Matthias dies. Deal 19 damage.
Jesus!
Well,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last option's a bit brutal with me.
Oh yeah, it's like an artifact Ryan has, right?
Yeah, let me look at it. Hold on.
Is it like a lifeline? Is it?
Oh no, that's my bow.
Yeah.
Vigil Keeper.
I thought
So
you
if I
had.
get rid of that.
I thought you had an artifact that does something special near death.
Indecision grips him, the blow lands. He tumbles to the ground, gravely wounded, still clutching his weapon. In the end, he couldn't choose the part of it, even if it meant paying the price himself. He has just enough strength to retreat and will spend the next day attending to his wounds. Propped up at the bedside, Vigil Keeper will wait until he's ready to take it up again and let it sit. Oh, he looks so sad. Oh no! No! The blow knocks Cortez back on his heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff dripping down his face is probably blood. He's never taken a hit like this, at least not that he can remember. Focus on surviving.
Oh no, my two best stats I've already broken now!
-10 round. At the battle can be one fountain. Alone he stamps his wounds. One gash goes particularly deep. That's going to leave us.
We've lost this fight.
Luke, you should probably run. You can retreat if you press Shift and X or click on the run in the top right. You need to get the fuck out of there.
We were underprepared for this fight.
But so,
Retreat.
where'd I run to?
You just click the little banner at the top right next to the 3 dots.
Yeah, it's up at the very top right.
Yeah, it's not a tile, it's just in the top right above where the enemy icons are.
Yeah, click it, but nothing happens.
What, you can't retreat?
I am clicking it too, nothing's happening.
Oh no.
I guess it won't let him leave because I'm in the enemies.
Or maybe I've clicked it too many times.
No.
Wait, are you hobbled? Is that a thing?
Shift X doesn't work either. I don't think they're going to let him leave because he's heavily outnumbered.
I'm trying to see if he's pinned, but I can't see.
Storm throw, bleed 1, take 1 shred of damage, just start turn. Can't be removed. No. Maybe it's because it's interfused he can't 1? So maybe if he withdraws, but then...
Do I have to... There's like a lit up tile at the bottom left here. Do I have to go there?
Yeah. Yeah, go there. Run to it.
Oh, I got an achievement for retreat.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna get
Come on, we'll get you out of here.
Oh my god, look at that scar. Yeah, we were fine. We were not prepared.
Whoa, look at that thing.
I guess we need more people then.
Yeah.
Right.
I think so, yeah.
Particularly Melee, because Jesus Christ.
What I'll do is I'll get everyone to fall back here. Alright, who do we not need?
Maybe get a new recruit as well.
No, I'll just leave someone to do donkey work while the 5 people just parade.
Well, the
That's
recruit
what I usually do.
It could be the one person's job to recruit someone.
Where are they going? They're going there. So we'll get everyone else to go there. So we'll leave basically just one of the really good characters behind. One that's like high level.
One that has... Well, I mean, that's just one of the ones that are going to retire, ain't it?
Yeah.
Incursion.
Was Revice healed yet? No.
But we had to choose between Matthias and Cortez, because if one of them dies again in a fight, then it's permadeath.
Well, we'll be
well,
more
Revice can stay back. Sorry, Revice. Everyone else can go forward.
The way Revice will fight in your honor.
I don't know if you get a choice for a permadeath character, like if you can choose, they do damage or to give people armor. That's a bit I'm curious about.
Yeah. A well-diving old local was happy that
they give you temporary armor.
Ah, okay.
What'd you tell you, Cortez? Any clue who built the place?
Didn't say, just talked about the bone walkers, moved the woods sometimes. Never faced guy over there on the other hill, says small leaks from the cracks of these old blue stones. Just the summer nights, he said, since last year.
Well, that's what we expected, I suppose. You're ready to go.
Bam!
And the dirt's gone. Dust drifts in the suddenly empty room.
God damn it, Bonnie. You're just like your mother.
Did you have to kick it down?
Yeah.
So who's Bonnie? Who's Bonnie's voice?
Oh yeah, no, I don't know, I just tell her voice.
We'll just ad-lib it. You two take that hall, shout it as anything.
Just like completely disregarding them.
Yeah.
Soon a buzz from the hall's far end sneaks into their ears.
The noise coming from inside.
Yeah, something's
cooking.
Bam!
And the dirt is gone.
You seriously need to stop.
It's just so satisfying.
As they enter, the noise abates. Oily odors spill off shadow-crowded shelves. Shapes, organic to synthetic by varying degrees, spread and pile everywhere in industrious disarray.
Nothing of any actual value by the looks of it. Well, we did
it.
If it's working Mafagi machinery, we've got the chance we've been waiting for.
Not this again, Monty.
Seems like we should give it a shot, though. What if we activate our own Mafagi and it likes us? Maybe peace comes that way.
That would be pretty awesome. So it's empty. What'd you two find?
This.
Monty wants to try his theory. You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am serious.
I am curious, to be honest.
Here's one that's nearly finished. Just needs a dad.
It just kills everyone.
Monty settles in to fiddle with the half-finished contraption lying here among the scrap.
So look, I understand I'm not the only one you think of when it comes to tinkering and book study and such. But I'll tell you, these are wonders of the ancient world. I feel drawn to the hidden histories like it was destiny.
Pop, click.
Yeah, you talk about it an awful lot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a hobby of mine. Why
Later.
isn't this working? It's a little core secured, right? Right, and the
How much time should we give him, you think? I say we're close to the limit.
See if this gets you going.
Poke.
So, Monty, how much longer until...
Now, I think we're finished.
Now we're cooking.
Reach.
To look on Bonnie's face. Egg! Was it? Don't let it!
He considers you a friend!
You think so? Why?
Maybe inherited my feelings through the blood, perhaps.
Aw, Bonnie, you made a friend. Well, let's hope he remembers whose side it's on. Somalia joins the party. Monty's in comparison now, but any balance takes part. Oh, so actually, extra party member. Cool.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
I guess we give control of it to Ryan because he controls Monty.
Yeah, damn right you will.
Oh, yeah, he is a controllable character. That is cool. What's his abilities though?
He's got no story, but
gear, combat,
retirement DH0.
He is shoot, full range, single action. So, like a thing, like an archer.
He's extra armor, extra health. He's a pet. He's cool. Mobile, perceptive. He can spend an action to look for hidden foes.
Oh,
okay.
I kind of wonder if Somalia could have gone that. That'd be interesting.
Tier 3 dueling sword or a hammer.
I mean, you're retired at the end of this chapter.
Oh yeah, I probably should have one he's taken.
I guess legacy point.
Yeah. Then can I pass that on to you after she retires?
I don't know. I doubt you. I doubt you can. Maybe to like grandkids and something.
Well, she keeps it actually. So in the future story, she has like the leaf weapon from the get-go.
That's true. There's a sommelier. What about relationships? No relationships right now, so I don't know if that's like a buff or anything. Oh, you can rename him too, I think, or you can re-roll his name. Apparently it's male.
Okay.
It's a male robot, no one read into that.
No judgment here.
No judgment. It's such a backwards argument. It identifies as a he.
That she accepts very much.
Exactly. Alright, Bonnie. What are we gonna do? Minus inspired? She's not inspired anymore.
Yeah, don't know what that's about.
Oh, it's one of my abilities. If you're in a 1 meter range, then you get inspired.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Bonus damage and spell damage. Anyone who's around this like little blue area around Monty.
Oh, that goes for any character then?
Yeah, just anyone that's near him. Bonnie's relationship, she's a crony with Monty and Emma. Strange how they won't say about grandkids. I don't think they do though until they're like legacy.
No, they do.
I think it says in legacy though, like if they're grandkids or not. To her mother did just disappear the second she appeared.
Yeah,
so
mother disappeared, so
might not be our grandkid. Might not be our grandkid. Might just be some random girl who we just said you're a grandkid. Just picked her up. Just stole her as a baby. He nicknamed him Slave.
I know. This sounds like
Slave.
Slave.
Right. Let's crack this open like a drug deal.
Bam. Alright, Cortez, you go over here. You have fun with that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, God!
Oh, I'm gonna have a camp over in the corner.
Yes, this is a scary bit to deal with.
Slave and Slave over here.
I wonder if Slave could be repaired or if Slave is just like, same as everyone else, 2 lives, that's it.
His name is Mr. Slave. We can at least.
That is true. Mr. Slave is male, so that's politically correct.
Exactly. Oh, not the wardrobe.
And yet people still argue on the internet saying, Mr. Slave's a girl! Sweep the floor, he's cleaning!
Yeah, we gotta get to that wardrobe. Yeah, the wardrobe quickly.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta get past these guys.
Okay.
Well, if you hit them from the front, and I'll flank them, and then should be able to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait because there's not really much.
Kick this bitch.
I gotta Bonnie retreat and shoot the butler. Looks like I just did the butler.
Oh yeah.
What can Cortez do this turn? I'll have Cortez go here. Maybe he can interfuse with the sack. The shack. Ah!
Oh shit.
At least it's a magic attack, so it's all good.
Oh no. Mr. Slave has to fight his own kind.
I can get the wild lane with constrict. Why not? Fucking horse. I interfuse our fire though and move it to here.
Oh, I want it. I'm on point.
What? Oh, it's going to hit Mr. Slave. The game warned me saying I interfuse with the fire below Mr. Slave. Why would it hit him? Yeah.
No, not the robot.
Not the robot. Not the gun drop button.
Do we get extra XP for taking out its minions, I wonder?
I don't think so. I think it's just
no, I think you do.
I'd say there's a limit though, otherwise it's probably be an OP strap.
Yeah, it's probably a fixed amount of XP of anything. Because otherwise the game would be very easy to break. The coachman. Alarm?
Okay, this is gonna be tricky to get in here, because, yeah, these dudes are...
We don't have to go in there. We can just shoot them.
Hey.
I like your cock.
I like your plan, mate. I like your style. Alright, Mr. Slave, now's your time to shine. Go get him. I do imagine we're like crashing their floor, so it's going along like one of those bugs from the Resi 4 game. Like the little bugs that run onto people's head.
Oh, I hate those things.
They're
was that on the fourth one?
Yeah, it was in Resi 4. They were annoying in that game. They're a little bit more annoying in the remake, though. I will be honest.
No, because they're so hard to target, and there's always one like behind you or something.
Yeah, you can see them a bit easier in the remake, I guess, but they're still pretty annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Ever seen the death animation for it's pretty brutal.
Oh, they had some new ones in the Resi 4 remake.
Yeah.
Like, the guy at the pitchfork can give you a pretty gruesome one. Cortez is probably better off just waiting, to be honest. I'm gonna fuse the basket though, just in case. Could use it. Yeah, they gave pretty much every enemy in the Resi 4 remake their own death or killing animation, which is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's just as a remake, I feel like they could have just updated the older game and that worked on just fine because I prefer the look and feel of the older one. Even though my unpopular gaming opinion is I think Resi 4 is overrated.
Yeah. Will they be bringing back mercenaries?
Mercenaries is in the game, but they don't have Ada in it, and they're gonna add Wesker to it as DLC. So a bit weird.
But Wesker was in the original. He should have been.
In the original, you played as Leon, Luis, Ada, Krauser, and Hunk. You never played as Wesker in the original Resi 4 Mercenaries.
Luke hit the coachman, dude.
Yeah. In Resident Evil 4, though, you could.
Nah, I don't think you got to play Wesker.
No, because he had like a Superman punch thing, I remember. The pistol and all.
I think it was just Hunk. You might be thinking of 5. He's in 5 Mercenaries.
No, it's definitely in 4. There was Leon, Ada, Wesker, Punk, and then Wesker was the last character you unlocked.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess Luis wasn't in the original Mercenaries, but he's in a new one. Which is kind of handy.
Oh wait, okay, I'm using the wrong card.
Yeah, but the game's good, it's just I feel like Resi 4 never needed a remake. Because they just kind of just fixed a couple of things, like Chainsaw Guy's cannons to kill you anymore, and the guys that bite your head off can't. That's all we need to do. Plus I don't like the new engine they use, like the RE engine, I just think it's too slow and clunky. And they try too hard to just be literally dark, like you can't see shit that much in the game. Aspect annoys me, because I'll not see an enemy and I'll be like, well that's a bit annoying. I used to be scared of insta-kill enemies, but in the RE4 remake I'm like, oh I just died because I didn't see shit.
Yeah. Well, no, just like they make the games darker.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always just adjust the gamma yourself, but...
The gamma doesn't really do much in the RE engine. Like, there's ways to do dark stories, like Wolf Among Us is a prime example of that.
Welcome to Resident, I can't see shit.
Resident can't see shit. And there is a new enemy in the game as well. It's like a guy with a hammer, you know, like the big axe guys from 5, it's like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Is that like later in the story?
No, like when you first get past the initial village, you'll meet one. He's a little bit intimidating, but it's pretty easy to kill.
Yeah. Those new games sort of, they give you a lot of pointers what to do.
Yeah, you don't want to have hammer a lot in the remake, but it's pretty fine. Because you have your knife. The knife.
I think it's a bit ridiculous that you can parry with Leon's knife against a chainsaw.
Yeah, but you can also parry the guys with like the giant slug heads that bite your head off.
Yeah. Someone doing dragon pictures. Hey Bonnie, old body Mason, the trail walker.
I'm you!
It's like, who you calling home? So what's your favourite monster?
Oh, I see Milk Marrow creature. A ball knight crafting quartz out of moonbeams.
Gotta be a classic, like the phoenix, like the symbol is mostly finding rebirth in the literal ashes of ruin.
Phoenixes are pretty cool, I'll be honest.
Those answers are fine, but some of us will always love a dragon. Monte's
imagine dragons?
Dragon, such a... Wait, no, I've gone over that again. Such a romantic figure, really. That surprises me neither of you said it. I'll always look at clouds and shape dragons from them. Diglined and Zamantha. What was this friggin' German for Samantha? Mighty glyphics for Neptune.
Wait until we're around the fire.
The stories will soar.
Such a romantic creature just killing people.
Yeah. Site secure.
Since I found something. God, I did do a good job, team. Dodge, oh my god. That can go to literally anyone.
Dodge, yeah. Monty probably benefit most from it. Whoa, look at Bonnie's dodge already.
I like, what is Bonnie's dodge actually?
It was like 70 something.
I'm not able to check. So she had way more than Ryan. Ryan would have had 56 if he got that. Pretty crazy. Although if she's... I guess they combine the evasion of both characters when they have a child or something like that.
Could do.
Oh, there goes Tully Freshway. We just cleared that out, didn't we? Yeah, they did.
What? Yeah. Why do you believe it?
I can build defences.
Yeah.
Not defend Foggy Frog.
Defend Kermit.
Mothagi have come, glinting metal dulls as they scuttle from sun to shade, but their morbid geometry have always been easy to distinguish. How should the defenders respond?
Here we go then, Emma.
Emma.
She's not even in these choices. I'm also still 98% chance of working. Like the hell.
Yeah, always trust Cortez.
In Cortez we trust. He is from the far future, so I guess he knows about the stuff. I would have laughed though if he failed.
Yeah, like, oh, come on, Cortez.
Count the back. Nice. Oh, we are all separated.
I'm with friggin' this NPC, Sardin.
I am with Hope. Oh, come on. Wait, Hope. I need you to protect Cortez at all costs.
Obviously.
Obviously. Though.
Obviously.
That's just.
Archers!
He blocked
She called
that
him.
twice! He blocked it twice in a row!
That was only a single-use item.
I know, but it was still blocked! He dodged both a discus and a volley of arrows! The hell, man?
Just give you the middle finger.
Yeah, he was like, fuck you! Sardin! Yeah, Cortez needs a bit more cover. Just a teeny tiny bit. I'm taking Sardin over here. I like how Cortez just in his own little corner. He's so scared. Yeah.
Please don't hit me.
Don't hit me, please.
Nice shot with us.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh yeah, can't be about that.
Mr. Slave, no!
He got pushed to the side. Get away from my husband.
Yeah, why is this chapter seem noticeably more difficult?
Yeah. It's been tough in the beginning, but now it's just more so. I hope. Poke him.
That's how I like it.
Sardin. Can you shoot him? Sardin can shoot him. But I'll actually go to Cortez first to see if I can kill this guy with discus, because he has to go. Oh yeah, watch this. I need a discus. What, Cortez? Why can't you hit him? Sardin, you're just gonna have to hit him. And I guess Hope is dead unless Cortez can save her by poking this guy.
Oh shit, hello.
Actually...
Oh wait, I definitely don't use barrage.
Now Cortez needs to win. He's a Twisk! Ah!
I think I'll get out of there too.
Oh yeah, Barney. Oh wait, someone else controlling Barney?
I think anyone can control him.
I think Ryan's controlling him right now, that's fine.
He's mine now.
She is your grandkid, supposedly. Technically, maybe. Don't know.
Factor of my life then. Just gets one shot.
Goes to the end, she says, I'm not your grandkid. Leave Cortez alone!
Yeah, wait, I had a grandkid?
Sardin!
Oof.
Mr. Slave!
Fucking leave Mr. Slave alone, you bastards.
Hope, can you... Oh, more people appear. Hope, can you go over here and just kill a butler? Of course you can't. Why do I think she'd be able to do that? I am tempted to just volley about her right here, right now.
Like I should try getting to that wardrobe to take him out.
Yeah, I just need to clear the butler out of the way. Right, Cortez. He can interfuse with a broken rock, I think? Well, let's give him discus.
Bam! Let's take it to them.
Oh, this could be shock trap. I can use that actually. So, oh, the coach went straight to the right of me. That is a bit worrying. I'll do that. Oh, Mr. Slave gets the inspired buff as well. That's handy. I like that.
My barrage just outside the range. Take this guy.
Yeah.
I'll just wait on him. Oh no, another one.
Oh, that doesn't count. Oh, it does count doing a tracker. In fact, he just hit himself 2 times. Ah, I love that. Ah! Ah! Oh my good god. Bowling.
I could petrify the coachman to keep him away. Or we could just take him out now.
He'll probably just do his charge attack and his enemies all running away.
Fire through! Triple kill.
Get him, Hope.
Not messing around, mate.
Nothing yet. Roar.
Cortez get interfered of what exactly? Just dump. Which now give me Splitter Blast. I don't want Splitter Blast. Use that. I can not, but I can use Steel Fire, I guess.
Also, it's a really good offensive move too.
Yeah. Steel Fire might hurt. I'm gonna check now. Nah, it doesn't. Oh yeah, watch this. Coachman! And I think it's just some ideas in the wardrobe stuff, right?
Looks like we're friggin' in this room just to the Friday night fever.
Hold them off! Ah! Oh shit, here comes the Watchman.
Hope!
Not Hope! There's only despair now!
Didn't know this was Danganronpa all of a sudden.
Danganronpa. Let's see if I do this. I could then maybe interfuse with. Can I do a Vine Winch on him? I can. You go over there.
That was a great combo there.
Oh yeah, that's sort of Vine Winch. That was my plan as well, but the game wouldn't let me do it for some reason. I don't know why. I'd have Cortez head back here. Be safe for a little bit. I do love the natureless build though on this mage. It's a good change of pace from, you know, using rocks and just being OP.
Peaceful.
Like, I think if I ever do play a mage, like, I also think that I should be in Wildermyth this week. I might just try out a whole ton of different stuff with different mages. Like, maybe try, like, a fire mage and all that.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Surely. Yeah, that.
Right, Cortez. How many infuse our fire actually? Just to try some stuff.
Oh yeah, you could. I didn't think about interfusing as well.
Unless you move to fire. So you can make some cool choke points with it. So like a fire mage would be a kind of cool idea for a live stream. Although it's going to be very tiring. Like live stream for 6 hours voice acting every character.
Yeah. Well, have you done that before?
No, it'd be my first time live stream Wildermyth, but I kind of want to. It'd be interesting to pay some Toontown as well, because that's just fine. That's just tedious. Plus, Chris can do that anyways, so fine.
The life must be pretty bad if all you're playing is fucking Toontown all the time.
Yeah, but I was live streaming that like weeks ago and I stopped, and honestly, like, I played it earlier today and I still felt like I was live streaming and just exhausted from it. Because when you clear it, you get optional quests with bosses and that, but doing them is just tedious because most just like, defeat 100 of this regular fucking enemy. I said, like, I don't wanna. Especially when most of it is just waiting on other people to join you to do like all sorts of activities, because there's like buildings full of enemies so you can clear. The wardrobe's dead. But like buildings you have to clear to make sure enemies just aren't doing shit basically, but taking out with them is tedious. Because if it depends on how many floors they have. Like you can have 5 floors, in that case you pretty much aren't going to solo them unless you have the most impeccable luck.
So was it you're meant to clear out floors or rooms in the game? Is it?
Kinda, like dungeons basically. The whole point is that you just fight robots, essentially.
Yeah.
It's an okay MMO, it's just fine. It's just for a very niche audience.
Yeah.
And
Too bad.
And then when you do the quest, you get the optional raid boss as well.
Exactly.
Like, the bosses you have to fight with a team. And waiting for the team is horrendous. Like, it's what I want to fight to get loot, but I just, fine. I have to wait for people for like hours on end just to actually start the fight. Foggy levels.
Saturday night fever. We ain't gonna do it.
Alright, I'm meant to talk to you more about the Switch. Emma's, well, she'd been hemming and hawing about it for a while, but I think she's interested in, well, paying part of it anyway.
Paying part of it, huh?
Basically you're paying a good bit and she's paying the other good bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask her here. How much was it you were paying up first? Maybe 70 this weekend.
Okay.
It will be Chris's this Saturday, and he'll want Luke to be in the Switch anyways, because obviously this Saturday Chris wants to live stream Smash.
Yeah.
Which means another riveting round of me sitting in a chair for 3 hours. Hoping I lose.
Although Emma's wondering, she'd be able to like have the Switch if she pays the 70 quid first, but then she'll give you the other half next time she sees you. Like.
So you're telling me that she's going to take my Nintendo Switch for £70?
Yeah, but pay the other half later.
How do I know she'll do that though?
Because it means that in order to avoid paying you the other half, Luke would have to stop meeting up with us on Saturdays, otherwise you just keep pestering Luke about it.
I'll take all the life out of her if she doesn't.
No kisses for you, but Luke! No, you blew your allowance.
Yeah. But I think you are decided on it. You definitely want it this time. Which, yeah, she said give me it, so.
Alright, okay. I'll post it Royal Mail, first class.
10 to 15 business days.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming the post would be great in her area compared to mine, because the postman puts a mail on the step, knocks the door, and books it. Like, straight up silent assassin.
Yeah. Or Emma says thank you, she loves you very much.
Well, she should. I'm fucking amazing in every conceivable way.
Here's a thought, maybe Slackburn Waterwheel is
Whoa!
Whoa! Hold the fuck up!
Oh yeah,
This
whoops.
is my character, you fucking piece of shit.
Here's a thought, baby Slackburn.
Oh god damn it, alright. Apparently I'm just I've been fired.
I'll read along with later. Oops. No, I'm Matthias. Refresh.
I see he's playing the Resi 4 remake.
Oh, let's refresh.
Your
Down
character
here.
is still a crew button. Matthias' step had broken the hidden covering of a hunting pit, and he's fallen scuffing and scraping into a dark rocky hole.
That's not the only hole. You're survivor, Matthias. How far down are you? Well, far enough.
Follow to die.
This is needlessly humiliating. Dark, stinking, useless hole. How could I have been the one to fall?
Sean.
Oh, Michael. We're close to where those things were spotted. If this is a trap, it's going to be a race to get him out.
It's only his Bonnie. Give me a second, I'll jump down and help him. Which apparently is a 100% success rate.
Or maybe we leave him down there to act as bait.
Fucking hell. I sort of want to do that now.
I'm curious
Yeah,
curious how Bonnie could fail with 100% though. She'll find a way.
Yeah, well, we're actually doing them.
Explain. What? What? Hello? Guys? Did they?
Oh my word, this is actually a joke.
We should have saved.
Dark shapes have gathered around the hole.
No.
Okay. I'm kind of curious though if Bonnie could have failed with 100%. I feel like there was something bad that would have happened to her though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rip Matthias 2017, 2017.
No, it's part of your
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no one to
You
control.
fucking played with
Take
us.
Yeah. I have no one to control.
Well, I would give you Mr. Slave, but
I was going to
I'm
ask
very
for it.
protective.
I was going to ask for Mr. Slave. I'll be honest. Oh, he's got 2 stars next to his icon. What's that all about?
Probably his level. Level 2.
Oh, it's his age. Age 2. Yeah, just age 2.
We ain't gonna do it.
I like how Mr. Slave is male, bi-type masculine, voice masculine A, attracted to men.
Hey, even robots can be gay, dude.
I'm not saying it can't be, we're very progressive here. Like, if we had a collab channel, what would it be called?
You're distracted.
Sausage Fest, anyway.
We're very progressive, we are. Of course, Sausage Fest.
Yeah.
It's freaking wardrobe guys always here.
Yeah. I guess I'll spectate for this. But on the whole thing there with Fame with Fires is basically just a Resi 4 remake. Takes 2 steps, falls down a giant hole. Because I think, like, up to the castle, that happens to Leon about 5 times. And one is optional, the other 4 are mandatory.
Okay, that's somewhere else.
I do have to hope that my dad does well in the game as well, because you can still get the Chicago typewriter, but you have to get an A rank on hardcore. So you have to beat the game in, like, you have to get, like, Fane, beat the game on hardcore professional in 5.5 hours. Which my dad takes his time in the game. He loves 100% and I understand that completely.
It was a lot easier to get in the original version.
Yeah, it was just
You just have to beat the game once.
Yeah, it was beat the game on a pretty high difficulty. But my dad also died quite a lot in normal. Plus, in his last 2 playthroughs, like his regular normal playthrough, his new game plus playthrough, he did on normal, he needed me to kill Krauser both times. So it doesn't bode well for him.
You're still a crow in the game.
She's still a crow.
It's not your turn. So how would you rate your dad? Is how good is he at the game? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
What?
I'm asking Morris by his
nice.
dad plays Destiny.
Well, has Matthias got out of the hole?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
No, my dad's doing fine on the Resi 4 remake. Obviously, Resi 4 is my dad's favorite game of all time. He won't admit it, but it is his favorite game of all time. So of course he loves the remake. It makes sense, you know. If my favorite game of all time got remade, I'd love it.
Well, it
But
depends what they do to it, to be fair.
I mean, I do really hate the RE engine. I think it's just a terrible engine in general. I think they need to revise it. But I do like how iconic Resident 4 was. Especially because it came back out when the GameCube and all the other companies are having fun. Like, GameCube version, you got your own special weapon again, which I think was a shotgun, wasn't it? Then places you had a Chicago typewriter. There was a special Magnum on the Xbox version, I think. And the Wii version had its own gun, being the Zap gun.
Is that the hand cam? Oh, the PR11 or PRL, isn't it?
Exactly. I love that sort of era of gaming where they have all that. I just wish Resident 4 Remake did that because they don't have all those different weapons. They have 3. They have the Chicago typewriter, which they changed it over, but it's the same weapon. Then have a Magnum, which you get an ammo. Then the third weapon is a knife that you can upgrade to never break, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's just I wish that's the one thing I want from the Resident 4 Remake. Some quality of life changes to make the game a bit more enjoyable to play in general, and all those special weapons. But you don't really have that.
Yeah.
That's why I think it could have just been an update for just Resident 4 in general. And it's a game that as well, it's going to define where remakes go from this point on, and my biggest guess is that people are going to say they don't want to see Resident Evil 5 being remade. I know one person I saw a video of, he said he doesn't want multiplayer in the 5 remake, which I'm thinking that, like, 5 was fun because of the co-op. If they moved out a remake, who's going to play 5? Like, no one's going to play it.
No, it doesn't make remade, like.
That's pretty much why I played that, it's because my mate wanted to play a co-op game.
Yeah, 5 is great because of the co-op. Same with 6. Same with what you want about 6 being Resident Evil 6, but it was fun for the co-op.
Yeah, you do need a co-op partner because I mean, Sheva does stupid stuff like
one directly into like one to the chainsaw guy or one into a door that's locked for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, the next minute, Sheva.
Like if they remove that, it's going to be saddening. Especially if they don't take DLC from 5, because the DLC in 5 is pretty good. But I don't think 5 is going to get remade. Personally, I don't think it does. I would love to see a remake, but I don't think it needs a remake. It's the same with 4.
It'll definitely be remade.
Alright, but 6, probably not. A lot of people don't like 6. I like it because it's a good action game. As a horror game, no, it's not really that scary. The scariest thing is like the one chainsaw guy to get insta-kill you if you're in a health gate. But honestly, you only fought him twice. You fought him once as Leon and Amanda, right? And the other time was when you were playing as Rebecca and Wesker's son.
Amanda Huggins?
I think her name was Amanda. I can't remember. She looked like a Doctor Who character and she was pretty cool. I like her. But during time the game was scary is when you play as Wesker's son, you had to have a fist fight against a guy that could kill you if you wanted. So I just consider 6 an action game, not a scary game.
Yeah, they all seem to have gone that way.
And then 7's not going to get remade unless they change the engine. Which by that time, they probably won't. They'll probably just have a couple new games to make by then. The most curious thing though about the Resident Evil remake is the original version of Resident Evil 4 was going to be the first Devil May Cry game. But they scrapped it and changed it in Devil May Cry. Because it wasn't really a Resident Evil game, it was a different game entirely. So I'm wondering if the original Devil May Cry will get remade, because it could do a lot of improvements.
Just the type of character.
And like the first game,
There's some weird spin-off games on the way for Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
there was
a
Welsh style game. What was it called? I don't remember. I never finished it though.
I have to be honest, I'm glad you cooked tonight, Emma. Oh, that's sexist. I'm feeling more of a support role at the moment.
I'll do the voice.
Well,
I'll not be able to hear you.
Nah.
No, I heard it.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I'll still do it. Don't get too excited.
Huh?
So we'll hit Will Dream Noon tomorrow morning. And that detour added more time than we thought it would, and our food is running a little bit.
How low?
I've got onions, onions, and some more onions.
Ogres are like onions.
I thought there was still jerky.
Where's the lamb sauce? Figured we'd need that tomorrow.
Ah. Onions aren't a meal, they're an ingredient.
Blooming onion.
5%? Fucking hell, he's a bad fisherman.
Not so low, John. I bet I could change your mind. Watch this.
Just chokes the head and having quo stew.
5%. Like, if you click that and I still catch a fish, this game's...
I think it's more so just finding a wither.
That fish is something you can build a decent meal around.
For 6 people and a
Come
woman?
on, there was a good spot back this way.
You got a fishing pole?
Nah, but it's sort of thing you can improvise in a pinch. Oh, this is going to go well.
At a nearby pool. Can't say I've done much fishing lately. How long do you think this will take?
Who can say? You
Should
should probably get stories ready, though.
Later? Even later. Does our kind of weird you out sometimes? Quite a bit later. So, how much longer you think?
I don't know, maybe the bait was wrong?
Do you speak?
It's getting dark. I think we should call it. It wasn't the worst way to spend an evening, though. Thanks for trying.
Maybe we can attack the deepest with Pierce and Onion Breath tomorrow.
Oh, if that character was Leo, that would have been perfect. Like, yeah, nice one.
Oh, this is a bit of a squeeze, isn't it?
It is.
My only character is Bonnie, that's fine now. A horn child. Get your shot ready, Bonnie.
If they did another Y to the end of that.
What's wrong with the whole knee child, Luke?
Did Bonnie not shoot anything?
Boom.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, fuck you.
Splare Blast is pretty good. I love it.
Look.
Am I not controlling Bonnie?
Anyone can control her, I think.
I don't think I can. I can move it now, but I can't attack anything previously.
You'll be fine.
Ah!
Bonnie!
There we go.
Bonnie!
Yeah, it's pretty annoying when they can interfuse.
Yeah. Mushwalks. Ah! Bonnie, flank anyone?
No way.
That'll hit the Merc Mother. She kinda has to go, especially since she interfuses with wooden objects.
Like, time to go.
It's time to go.
Time to split.
It's time to stop.
Stop, okay? No more.
Stop.
As long as we don't get... Well, actually, it wouldn't matter. I was going to say, as long as she doesn't get too close to us. Actually, interfuse with the horns is good. As long as she can't interfuse with anything near us, then we're good. Because we have to go near her to split... for her to split and blast us.
You'll keep Eric back here.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
Chris's character.
Did she interfuse with the Woken? How does that work?
Oh, turned into that child thing.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
I guess
She's quite a distance.
I guess she has like fame, like they survive.
Nice shot.
Sit down, mate.
Sit the fuck down. We hold you.
I don't know why, Mark. It's just weird when you say that.
We hold you.
It is.
I can't say that with a British accent and an Irish one. I've only lived in half of the past 26 years of my life.
Yeah, but I use Northern Irish when I say it. Oh, you're nothing but a wee fucking hurry.
But I think Guildford has more of a strong Irish accent.
No, I'm just fucking good at accents, mate.
That is true.
Accents.
I am pretty bad at accents.
Japanese up this year.
We hurry. Nah.
I'm sure Emma has, am I right?
Maybe. Stevie Wonder can see what I heard you. Not gonna die.
Actually, I said you earlier, Luke, about that playing Dead Rising 2? Actually, I did. I just remembered that.
Is it co-op?
Yeah. It's just I'm not gonna get on PC because it's only on the Epic Games launcher and it's pretty awful. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to come out on Steam.
When's it out on Steam?
I don't know. Probably a year from now.
Dead Rising 2?
Dead Island 2.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, I thought you said Dead Rising as well.
No, I already have all the Dead Rising games on PC. Because there's a deal like a couple months ago. All of them for like
I
£7.
didn't even realise Dead Island 2 actually came out. It's been delayed that many times.
Yeah, it was meant to come out like 2016 and it's been delayed by, 7 years at this stage?
There's only a few.
Apparently it's super glitchy though. Of course, what modern game isn't by this point?
No, it's up and annoying.
But like apparently my dad's friend was playing earlier, he like fell through the wall and that. I somehow nearly clipped through a wall just by walking into it. So
Stop making stupid broken games.
stop being modern game developers.
Well, gee, I don't know. It's kind of fun to do.
Yeah, well I mean it opens up the floodgates for people to do some stupid shit. I like that. I
You
just
fucking better protect Mr. Slave.
Yeah.
It seems good. It'll probably be on Steam like a year from now. And the reason I'm not getting it on Epic is because the whole thing they do where if you load a game, it gives you an option to upload the save to a cloud or download to your machine. If you at any point hit down to machine, it takes you back to the last like fixed save. So you can lose a ton of progress.
Sounds shitty.
It's pretty awful because you get like to halfway through the game and then next time you go, you're like, oh, I'll download my save to the machine. It's on your back like level 2. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah. Was it that game ran Shovel Knight? Remember you could destroy little checkpoints? And then, like you and I were playing it, I accidentally destroyed one, and you're like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, because that's just what you do, innit?
Ruin all the fun.
Always ruin all the fun. Sniff, sniff.
Oh, a talisman.
Extra health is pretty good.
I suppose I can only go to Eric or Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
That'll do.
I keep thinking of the Bonnie from the Walking Dead Telltale games.
Fuck Bonnie from the Telltale game, she's a bitch.
I guess. I sympathise very low because if you get the DLC for the first Walking Dead game, you do play as her for a short chapter.
Well, I'm sure that's all well and good, Lukey, but she does fucking leave you to die at the end of the second game.
I'm not Luke.
Hey.
What?
He said that's all well and good. Luke.
He said Link.
Oh, sorry. I mean, Maury.
She's in season 2. How will a lead your time to split set things right?
Can we do this fight another night?
What?
This fight we're about to go into?
Do it another night?
Yeah.
How dare you, Luke?
Does it come up to midnight?
Oh,
It's 10 to...
I know what's going on here.
It's 10 to 12. We can do this.
No, it's alright. Go back.
Well, is it near the end of the chapter, or still have a few more things to do?
Eliminate more faggy bases, locked Assault Smith Twunks. Is this a story bit?
Well, there's no story bits. Save it then, and then we'll come back.
Yeah. Nah, which one to save? Oh wait, I can only save to the yellow ones. I think it's saved. I'll save it again if you should.
Aye. Did I double saving? The game has crashed. Please send your logs via F11.
It
Contacts
hasn't.
via
Okay.
Discord.
It actually saying that. Well, it definitely saved anyways, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it still has a crash. Just it's being weird. Like
Do you have any